Blessings, everyone. Blessings, everyone. Blessings. Let me make sure you hear me. Blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Fox Chat, baby. Welcome to the Fox Chat, baby. Why? Because Foxy T is your bestie. Use caution when you sip me. But this is coffee. So, no, this is coffee. Got my caramel macchiato back with vanilla sweet. And just a little caramel drizzle on top, chocolate drizzle on top. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, how I missed you, caramel macchiato. Oh my god. Mm, 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 mm. Sorry, guys, but good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Please do not chew me out about yesterday. I had a very eventful Friday. Very eventful Friday. My oldest daughter came to visit us, and I just wanted to make it all on baby because I haven't seen her since February. You understand? So we had some family bonding time, and of course, you gonna do what you have to do for your children. You don't have time to explain nothing to Nathan, to nobody. So with that being said, collective, um, you could be, or you could have, and just like I went missing yesterday, hopefully y'all understand and y'all are considerate with me and understand that, I am human and I don't get paid for this. And I do have a regular life and things that I have to do in order to try to pay my bills or just connect with my loved ones, my family, and everything like that. The people that, you know, care most about me. Not saying that y'all don't. I appreciate y'all. But at the same time, I have to love on the ones that love me as well. Also, what else I want to say? Yeah, so collective. With that being said, I'm getting that maybe you might have went miss, not even missing in action. You might haven't answered someone's call when they called you collective, but they're used to you calling. We're gonna cleanse the space, cleanse the area, cleanse the, you know, our. Let's get it. Our cards. Okay. So, a little card cleansing. Also, as we cleansing, let's cleanse our space, y'all. As we're cleansing our space in our area, a little, get a little, you know, abundance as well. So we got the blue sage, the little blue sage burning for us. Get a little moyon and the funyon in the space. Okay. So guys, um, let that, we're gonna let that do this thing. Okay, so collective. Good morning, everybody. Hi. How you doing? Welcome. If you're here, if you're new, you can hit that subscribe button so you can see it again. It don't. Or you can just hit the subscribe button and leave. Don't post your thing and just help me. I'm just saying, help a girl out. You know. But if you're returning and, this is where you be at. Hey girl, hey boy, hey. We in this thing. I don't know, okay, let's get to the read. Y'all seen how that one popped out? So, okay. That one was like, hey, I want to be seen. Uh, Goodness collective. You got goodness. And it says, I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest, and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, love, understanding and love to myself and others. So collective, like I said, like you're working on your imperfections, you're polishing yourself, you're doing whatever you have to do to keep your self sane in this insane world, right? Okay, so collective, you can have somebody, like you may have not answered the phone for somebody one time. They might be really used to you always answering the phone when they pick up, and they possibly just always seem to, every time they call you, it always, it might not even be in the appropriate hours, and you still end up picking up. Excuse me. So I say that to say this. It's not that you, it's like, yes, it's odd for you not to pick up, but it's kind of crazy for a person to put a whole bunch of pressure on you, or to, that person might be a little bit upset at you because you didn't answer the phone, but and then also all of a sudden want to cut you off, cut f off everybody, just like f the world, f the, family and friends, da 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 da, and it's just like a person. I'm a human being. I don't have to even do pick up when you be calling, but I do pick up when you call. So, but it's just once that you didn't, and I think that it's kind of showing you that that person is more of a user and expects you, like, hold you to some expectations that they shouldn't be, but they, but and they're not being grateful for how you normally answer for them. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of might come to the conclusion that that person is a little bit of a user, and the relationship could be one sided, because it's like, dang, like you're not taking into consideration that I really have a life. I have dependents. I have children that live in that house with me, motherfucker. Like I have to. They had to have my attention. Like you don't rule my world. I'm not just sitting around for you to be your puppet or do what you want me to do, or whatever the case may be. Just like I said to y'all, and no shade to y'all, I love y'all, but I'm not a puppet that's just sitting here waiting until 9:30 every morning, waiting to, deliver you a message. I'm a real person. I have real things going on. I have real things that need attention. So sometimes things happen where I'm not able to be here on time. I'm not able to even be here at all. But I'm making my business to try to be here every day. And I think that that it might be a person around you that's not seeing your efforts. They have, yeah, some high expectations of you, but don't see your efforts. Don't see the goodness, or the, yeah, don't see the goodness that you have shown them um thus far, and they just paying attention to their needs at that moment or whatever like that. So I don't know what is that. I don't know what that is called, but that's what I'm getting, is that you have a person that surrounds you like that. That's just not understanding that, yeah, I guess the person is not really understanding. Peace collective. You have peace. And it says, I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. So while you are overcoming your imperfections collective, and you working on the goodness within you, and you and you're trying to become a source of joy. You actually did end up doing so, and you're at peace at a sense where it's like, well, how the way someone is going off about you not answering or anyone not answering, you don't have that sense of urgency or aggression or whatever. You have more of a calmness to you about the situation. You're not really bothered by the situation. You're not even worried or anything. You're just like, well, hey, it is what it is. Do what you have to do. Because everybody has to do what they have to do for themselves. Okay, you have to do what makes you happy. If you cutting off people because you feel like that they not answering when you want them to answer, that's that's a really unhealthy character flaw to have. Like, it's really unhealthy. It's an unhealthy expectation to put on someone. And also, why do you think that you're important enough to that person that that person has to call or has to answer every time that you pick up? People do miss phone calls. That's why you have text, write a message, okay? You understand? Write a message. If you do not clarify, if you, like, let me break it down to you. If you call someone, they don't answer, right? What is your next thing going to be? Your common sense will tell you, I'm going to text them to kind of give them a gist about what I'm talking about, what I need, or whatever the case may be. Okay, and mind you, I ain't gonna lie to you. Me, I'm a texter queen. Like, yo, don't call me. Stop calling me. Like, I don't like people to just call me. Text me. I have anxiety. Text me. Let me know I'm about to get called. Or let me know. See if it's okay for you to call me. See if I'm ready for you to call me. And then if you call me, that's a difference than FaceTime. If a person always trying to FaceTime me, bro, I don't like that. Because I don't be in a lot of times I don't have my wig on because I just be in my natural whatever state where I feel like my most comfortable, and it's not pretty. It's a little ugly. You get what I'm saying? But I like it. You get what I'm saying? And it's pretty to me, but of course to y'all be like, oh my God, why is you looking like that? You look rough, you look or whatever. And to the judging eyes, we don't have time. I don't have time to sit there and be getting cute or pretty for you every goddamn day, especially when I'm doing is you think all I'm doing is waiting on your phone call. I have things I have to do, okay? And you could be in a place of is a place of peace, okay, and this person could be not at peace at this moment, and that might be why they being disrupted, or they feel, or they're being disruptive, or they feel a sense of nobody answering. I don't know what that is called though. What is that called when it's like they think everybody wants to answer to them or something? And it's just like, yo, come on, bro. You don't do nothing for nobody else, but you always expect somebody to do something for you or be there for you. And it's like when they're not there for you one time, mind you, one goddamn time, okay, it's like, oh, it don't ever speak to me again or whatever like that. It's just I ain't gonna lie, because I used to I used to be toxic. And I thought I wasn't as toxic as I was, but I was very much well toxic. I was toxic. And you got goodness again, collective. Goodness. Goodness. And it say, I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. You have goodness twice, collective. So you are really striving to remain a positive type of person. You have this goodness within you that is like you can't even be mad at this person, but you're okay with whatever decision that they make. Like if they make a decision to step away from you, you're okay with that. You are at peace within yourself. Now, collective, I realized when I realized I wasn't at peace. I was not as at peace at all because I realized, and I'm going to tell y'all one day, season 7 of, because this is my first time even watching it, but Love Island, that girl Huda, the girl Huda with Jeremiah. If you're not familiar, please go watch that. All I know is I realized, I said, this girl is a little, but I was thinking to myself, like, yo, that's how I would be too, or that's how I used to be. And then I was like, yo, that's toxic. That's mad unhealthy. Like that's really bad to have that certain type of expectations. Put that much expectations on a person and being like, you don't realize where y'all are or what y'all there for. And it's like you're sitting up there like, oh yeah, all I know is that she better not even talk to him. She like you making everybody feel uncomfortable. Bro, that was me. I was Huda. Don't think that I was looking at her and was just really like not like I was like, oh no, girl, you got to go. Like I was being very logical about the situation because I was outside looking in, right? So I was outside looking in, being logical about the situation. Like, oh no, they need to vote her off because if they don't vote her off, her not being with coupled up with Jeremiah and the America is the one that broke them apart and recoupled them, right? So I was like, yo, it's gonna be some issues. It's gonna be some things going on. It's gonna be some tension. She's gonna not let allow everybody to be at peace in the situation. And lo and behold, yes, when with oh my goodness, it's like yo, she was like really going to everybody trying to tell her side or whatever like that. And then when I was listening to her, I was like, yo, that was me. That was me. I was really like that. And then I was thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, she's a mom. And I'm thinking like that's how I felt too. Like I'm a mom. I don't have time to be playing games. If you want to deal with me, you don't. Type of thing. My it ain't no in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, and I guess being a parent, you don't have that young casualness when it comes to dating or casualness when casualty, like you'll have the pleasure of being casual when it comes to picking a person or dealing with a person. You're more selective, you're more closed off, and you expect the other person to be automatically closed off. You fall in love a little bit faster, and then I'm not gonna lie, it was I was getting a little bit of mix of Huda, and then when dang, what is her name? Amaya came in a little bit. When Amaya came in, now I'm not as much like Amaya, but she do cut people off a lot. Like she don't let them speak. I was like, oh, did I do that? And I felt like I used to do that. So okay, so for instance, the reason why I'm saying this about Love Island is because don't you see how I had to watch exactly how I used to act or whatever, for me to realize if there was a problem. I thought like, oh no, that's just what it is. It really wasn't no problem and what I was doing. But nah, I realized how toxic that freaking was, and how that would literally scare a person off and really make the whole situation just seem like they would rather not even deal with it. And because I was outside looking in like, yeah, she got to go. she's gonna mess up the whole show. Like this is, I mean, she's very entertaining, but at the same time, yo, like she's still there. She calling her bees every day. When she was laughing at me, I say, yo, that used to be. I ain't care to make a scene. So what, boy? I was hurt, like hurt. So somebody could be around you that's hurt, but they don't know how to manage their emotions. When I say I didn't know how to manage my emotions, I didn't know how to manage my emotions at all. When I was hurt, everybody knew I was hurt. Everybody gonna be hurt in this situation. Everybody gonna feel this hurt. Like that's how it was. And so you might have somebody that's around you like that, or that could be you, like it was me. Hopefully it's not. Mm. But hopefully collective collective is not you, but it might be somebody around you. So this person has to realize that the way that they act or operate or they think or have put expectations, unrealistic expectations on people, is is not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not going to give them the type of peace that they yearn for, or it's not going to make other people feel at peace. And is in return going to want people going to want people not to call you back, like not to invite you into back into the space, or if they do, you're gonna make it feel a little awkward. Collective inner work. Here's this came out first. Inner work collective. Inner work. It says, God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing as I become aware of my weaknesses, which is that toxic part that I had that was just like, Hooders, what the heck? Why you don't want to tell me I was like that? Bro, I guess y'all was scared to or afraid to. I had that blow up type of energy. Uh-huh. I feel y'all. I understand. Understand now. But but it say I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts towards the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage, thus I get stronger. So collective, you you probably had a lot of goodness within you, but you had to do some refining, some tuning, some inner work, in order to get that goodness up out of you, to get that goodness to show instead of that toxic side show. You get what I'm saying? Because you could be so used to how you used to act and didn't even realize that that was a toxic way to even handle things. Okay? And like I said, I had to be outside looking in to really realize that that was me. That's what when it comes to the dating life, that's how I acted. And that's unhealthy. Okay? So you have to take those type of weaknesses, because being toxic is an actual weakness. You may think like, oh no, that's a weakness. It's a weakness. You want to know why it's a weakness? It's a weakness because it allows, or it tells the other person that you really do not know how to handle or manage your emotions. And even though you don't, um it seems like you might be looking for that person to help you manage your emotions, and that's not their job. I'm sorry, it's not their job. It's so unhealthy for you to ask them to help you with that, even if you're not outright asking them, but to put them in that situation to make it seem like that their presence, or them answering the phone for you, or them being around you, hanging out with you all the time, or them, doing things with you is part of what they need to do in order to keep you happy, or keep you sane, or keep you in that's a lot to ask of a person. It's unhealthy. You, like I said, you have to make yourself happy. You have to work on your inner self. You have to work on things that you lack, your weaknesses and everything like that. Once you isolate yourself and work on those type of things and realize that that may not be healthy for the next person to be around. Is it might not allow them to be at peace. And if you really care about that person, you might take in consideration that, yeah, that when they're around me, I'm not making it peaceful. So how about I uh take my weaknesses, that toxic side of you, that whatever, that expectation type part of you, um and calm that down in a sense, um and heal that. So when you end up do coming around this person, that person has the opportunity to be a little bit more peaceful in their life, or not even feel this tense while being around you. So no one's supposed to feel anxious when they're around you. That's all I'm saying. Like, you need to keep it a little bit um more calm and loving, and I'm looking for the word. I want to say like easy, like less pressure. Put less pressure on the person, okay? And you, oh, the next card you have, collective, is, it says success. It says, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. So, collective, you may have, like I said, you may have realized that you were the toxic person in a relationship or in a situation, but you have toxic I like you have toxic ways about you. You know, you have toxic tendencies. So with those toxic tendencies, you realize like, hey, I need to work myself. I need to find the goodness within myself. I need to realize I need to figure out, well, why am I like this? What I have to do in order to correct this. Um, and no, that doesn't mean go back to the same person or whatever, but it just means to really do the work within yourself, or whatever the case may be. Because if you end up do coming around this person, you do want it to be successful in some type of way where y'all both can align and be in the same space without feeling any type of tension, any type of issues, any type of anything like that. So collective, you can have somebody putting a lot of pressure on you at this moment. But you did the work that you was supposed to do, so you wouldn't end up like that. A lot of times, a lot of stuff rub off on you, off off of someone else, and rub onto you, and then you end up getting in another situation and you rubbing that same things, that toxicness that was rubbed off on you, you're trying to rub it off on the other person, or just putting that person in that situation. That person is like, hey, I'm not used to this. Because you have to understand, everybody is not used to toxic tendencies, toxic things. Everybody is not. Everybody is brought up a little bit differently, and they may handle things a little bit differently, and it's not always in the toxic manner that you may be used to because of your environment. Okay, listen to life, collective. Listen to life. It said, it says, I am attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. You got success there. And it says, I listen and discover the way to the eternal. So you, like I said, you did the inner works, collective, and you actually have success right here. So I feel like that you listening to what the world had to say, like, oh, me watching the movie, I mean, me watching the show, Love Island, showed me showed me, you know, I was out looking in, and I listened to life. That was me listening to, like, looking at the signs and whatever, and it was just like, yo, that was me. It was like it was so cringy to even look at, like how she even look at people, like the way she look is like, get her out of there. She look a little off. She look a little crazy. She look a little like she's going to snap. And okay, we understand very much. So you just might snap or whatever, but it's just like Is that healthy for what you really want out of this person? It's not. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Kayla. Uh, I hope that's how you say your name. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so sorry if I did butcher it. I'm sorry. So listen. So yeah. So collective, you could be listening to life at this moment. You could be by you listening to life and refining your character, refining the weaknesses and within you, you're becoming successful. Like I said, that's why you got success came out here. Why? Because you did the inner work, collective. It's all out here. You're at peace. You get what I'm saying? I got it right. Thanks. And it says that because you're what? The goodness, you tapped into the goodness within you. Now you thought that you were just being a good person, you was being a good light, but to you, you were being good because that's what you were used to in your environment. So collective, you or somebody else may come from a collective. You or another person that you're in proximity with, like, that's around you, are used to toxic type of things, and by them being so used to a toxic type of environment, they don't see no wrong in anything that they doing at the moment, or not even seeing it as, not saying wrong, but they're not seeing it as unhealthy. They think like, oh, this is normal or whatever, this is what happens, da 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 da, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, da 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 da. But I'm from Baltimore, what you talking about? It's like, okay, yeah, we are, but at the same time, that doesn't make us right. Just because it feels comfortable in the environment that you're currently in doesn't mean that it is correct. Like, it is the way that you should be operating. So collective, they could have gone to, like, not even gone to a different space or place, but they may connect and may have once connected with you in an untoxic type of way. You have made done the work with yourself, and healed yourself to the point where you no longer align with that person. To the point where all that, whatever that they brought to you, that toxicness that they had brought to you before, you're not with it. You're absolutely done with stuff like that because you realize, like, yeah, I don't have to deal with this. I really was at peace before I was with you, and I feel like I need to still be at peace. And in order for me to still be at peace, if that means, excuse me, you separating yourself from me, we just not doing business with each other, we not doing anything with each other, whatever like that, then that's so be it. That's what it has to be. And this is okay. It is okay. Okay? Action, collective. You got action. And it says, my divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by the positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms test into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. So all the things that you have went through with this person has been like a learning lesson. You have, like I said, you listen to life. You listen to what life had told you. You are successful in the fact that you're not exuding that toxic tendencies that you kind of came from. You found that it was something wrong with it. You realized there was something wrong with it, and you awaken yourself, and you put into action what the inner work that you did for yourself. You put in action the inner work that you have done, and now you seem more at peace than that person even knows or is used to seeing you at. So by them not used to seeing you at peace like that, they're not aware that they are the person that's disrupting you. Like, So they still may operate in the same way that's like, you're supposed to answer my calls. You supposed to this and you supposed to that. And you're like, hey, we don't go together. Why you sit up here acting like we go together or something like, yo, if I'm busy, I'm busy. It's okay. Send a text. Send a letter. If you feel necessary, you get what I'm saying? Like something you can't just expect someone to come to you or operate with you the same way all the time. Sometimes you have to meet people where they are. Okay, because say something like this. I ain't gonna lie. For somebody every time, like I don't do that FaceTime call or nothing like that. Like I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't answer people when they be calling me off of Facebook because who said you could FaceTime me? Who said that I was who said? So I wouldn't answer. And then I would lie and be like, yo, or so if somebody would call me as well, I used to lie and be like, I can't hear and hear, text me. When I feel like you should just text me. Just text me. And if the person feel comfortable or feel like that they're in the mood to freaking talk to you verbally, that they're not busy. Because the thing is, we don't ask people are they busy or not. Like, hey, are you busy? Can you talk? You get what I'm saying? Or like hey, are you busy? Can you talk? It's a little bit too much for me to say over the phone. Okay, boom. I mean, for me to text over the phone or whatever. And then you can maybe text about what it's about, just so they have a general idea, and let you know. Or they'll be like, or whenever you free, hit my phone. Let them uh come to you if you have to spill some tea or you have to, you get what I'm saying? But to always FaceTime them is crazy. To always, like, you got to be looking in their goddamn face is crazy to me. Because it's like, I ain't even gonna lie. The people that do be FaceTiming, it be like they always doing something else, around somebody else, talking to somebody else. So mind you, they're not the only person that's seeing you. Other motherfuckers is out there seeing you too. Because if they FaceTiming you, of course, people looking in that shit. Da, 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 da. Nobody got time for that, yo. And that's why I said I looked that cute. So just call me. Call me. Hear my voice. That should be good enough. Why do you have to look at me, bro? Why do you? I don't understand that. Like if you ain't a person that I'm like, like trying to get to know, trying to rizz up or something like that, then I don't see no reason like for me to be looking at you. I know what you look like. I know what you look like. I just need to hear what you need to say. Okay, and then get off my goddamn phone. I don't know. I'm just not a sociable type of person. I'm just really not. It'd be like, hey, you have to have a reason for calling me. Ain't no what you doing. I'm just bored. Hey, just because you bored don't mean I'm bored. I could be in the house really bored and still be full of life. I'm just saying, I'm never bored. Boredom is my happy place. Boredom is my happy space. I am just at home when I'm bored. Like I don't, honestly, I don't get bored. I don't. If I get bored, I get creative. I'm doing something. And I'm not bothering nobody else. I'm doing something with myself. Like making something, doing something like that. My mind is working. Okay, so I get that everybody is not like that. I get that. But it's like you it's unhealthy for you to sit there and think that you can just go bother somebody else at any time of any day, and they supposed to be picking up for you every time um of their life. Like they don't have a motherfucking life. And I don't like a lot of people that feel like because they have a motherfucking 9 to 5 feel as though that just because you don't have a 9 to 5 that you're completely unemployed, or you completely don't have jobs or little or a life to deal with on a daily basis. Honestly, you're working 24 fucking 7 when that person is clocking in and clocking out. you have other work to do once you have other work to do. And even if you are clocking in and clocking out, a lot of women, okay, are doing stuff and handling stuff other than just clocking in and clocking out. They might have kids and they might have to do stuff. Like, it's just, I feel like that a lot of times it be these men a little bit, sometimes not all. um because like I said, I once acted like that. But it's kind of like these men that don't have their children or whatever be feeling like that you supposed to just be ready to answer their call, ready to be there to talk to them, ready to do whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I don't be even having the emotional capacity to be able to even function and speak to you and talk to you about whatever you need to talk about at the moment properly. You don't know how the person feels emotionally. You don't know how where they are in their space in their mind. And that's another thing. A lot of people don't even be calling and be like, "Hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling today? Are you okay? Are you up to? Is there anything you need?" Nobody that, like, they don't do that. It just, when they call you, they be like, "Hey, I need this. I need that." Yeah, I was thinking like, I need. And the thing about it is that you have to reflect on yourself and see if you are doing that "I need" thing to the person. Are you offering that person anything? Are you giving that person a chance to let you know when they need that thing or they don't? Or are you just pushing things on them and putting them in a space where they like, you know, let me see, maybe, damn, yo, okay, all right, maybe Thursday, maybe I can move something around and do da. They had no plans for you. You get what I'm saying? So for you to make them have to shift around whatever they already was doing, or try to have them look for a blank space where they can give some space out towards you, is, and put them on the spot instead of just texting them and asking them so they can truthfully kind of let you down or be like, "Yo, really? No, I don't even have time." You get what I'm saying? Like, but the face to face have them, it's like you don't want to really let them down, but at the same time, it's like, if you don't have time for them, you might, it's hard for you to kind of tell them that you really don't have time for them. But it's like, um collective, like, you have a person that's around you that's like that just expects you to be there for them at all the time or whatever like that, but not understanding that, just like if somebody wanted to date somebody, they had to like find out where they have free time from their life in order for that person to get, to be able to fit in their life, or just for them to spare a little couple of moments with them or whatever like that, to do something that they ain't had no plans on doing. Okay, that's basically what I'm saying. If they think about it, it takes a lot for them to do that, because that's why I feel like that a person with children that's really not, they're less likely to try to like date, because it's like, when are we gonna find the time, bro? We can't find the time. We can't go on no dates. We can't, like, I really got real life things to do. Like, we really gonna have to wait until my kids go to school. We really gonna have to wait till, we're gonna really have to wait until I really have time for you. You get what I'm saying? And then when I don't, nigga, I don't. I mean, don't even call me. Like, I am busy. Like, but yeah, collective, you can have that person around you at this moment. And what it say? It's a balance, okay? It say, do you only do general for everyone? I usually do. Yeah, I'm not gonna say only, but yes, I usually do. Um, I haven't gotten to where I do this, like the signs. If I do the signs, I'm sorry, I'm a little biased. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm gonna be doing Capricorns because I'm only nosy about my stuff. but but if somebody was so like to ask me or whatever, like I said, I do, well, you probably don't know, but I do personals, and it's only $3 on Cash App, but it's only $3. But you get a whole 30 minutes of in depth like reading about yourself. It just be for you or whatever. But you gotta hit me on my Instagram. Still follow me on Instagram. Is Foxy T is the same as this. All one word. All one word. I said all one word. All one word. FOXXITEE. Okay, and just DM me and let me know, and then I'll tell you, everything else, and then we can get your reading going. Okay, so let's say balance, guys. Let's say balance. It says, I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. See, I make time to nourish, and you see what I'm saying? You gotta make time to nourish your spiritual stuff. Like, come on. It say, I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. So if you gotta make time in your day to nourish the spiritual side of you and the physical side of you, like that, like how they don't think that you have to balance fitting them into your, your life too as well. Like, come on, you have to find a balance. It's not, you can't just be like, oh, I'm off, so just because I'm off, you supposed to be with me or doing what I need you to do on my off days. Like, bro, it doesn't work like that. Like, I mean, maybe I'm gonna catch you on one of your off days or whenever you off or whatever, but I can wait a couple weeks. Like, I got to do every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, a lot of people don't understand it takes a lot for a person to be around a person. Like, it takes a lot for me to be around a person. And people drain me a little bit. Not everybody, like my children really don't. It's more um it's more of people that it seems like I gotta do a lot for. It just, or be on guard. Like, I really gotta be a host. I really gotta be a host. Like, being a host is draining to me. It's draining to me. See, the kids, they know where everything at. I ain't gotta get nothing for them. I ain't gotta get them something to drink. I ain't gotta get them nothing. And my nephew over, I ain't gotta get him nothing. He know what he knows. He can go in that refrigerator. He can now. He might be like, Auntie, can I have this? Auntie, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have that? Go ahead, yeah, go ahead, yeah, like that. But that don't bother me because he can go get it. He comfortable to go get that. He just asking first, but other people where I gotta step there and be like, oh yeah, oh I'm sorry, I didn't even think about it. Do you need something to drink? You thirsty? I get some water. Maybe are you hungry? Like, yeah, yo, that messes with my anxiety. Mm, sorry, coffee breaks. Okay, you got everything turns to light collective. Everything turns to light. And it says, I work to improve myself, embrace all that life brings to me, and transform darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. So, collective, like I said, you tried so hard to find a balance in your life for the things, for your spiritual side. See, this is my spiritual side. Okay, mind you, I'm carving out a whole hour for my spiritual side. You get what I'm saying? So I'm making sure that I'm waking up when I'm supposed to wake up or whatever like that. I'm everything like that. Yesterday I didn't wake up like I was supposed to. You know, I was, it really bothered me yesterday, but it really didn't because I knew I had other things I had to do as well. Um, but you see how you got to make time for certain things. So not only do you have to make time for your spiritual side, you have to make time for your physical side too as well. So I mean, maybe I need to relax. Maybe I need to take a good bubble bath, a good long shower or something. Just sit with stuff on my face. You get what I'm saying? To get ready for the day. Like a lot of people, or do things with my children, have some one-on-one fun time, whatever or whatever with them. It's like, yo, you really don't understand that once you start becoming a person of, I'm not even going to say a person of value, but really taking control of your life, it's hard for you to carve out space for other people that don't have really nothing to do with your life for real, for real. Your everyday life, your daily life. It says anxiety, it gets the best of me. Exactly, it gets the best of me too. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but people don't understand that you they don't even take in consideration what issues you may have. They not think about you at all. So you have a collective, you have a person that's around you that's not even thinking about nothing about you, not thinking about your well-being at all. This person don't care about your well-being. They're not worried. All they are worried about their own selves. They always been worried about their own selves, their own well-being, what they could do, what they this and this and this and that, or whatever. If it's not going their way, they ready to shut everybody out or whatever like that. I understand. I'd be like that too. Well, yeah, and for the most part, I used to be like that too. But now I don't really be like that. I just be like, yo, I need a moment. I just need a moment. I just need some moment for myself. I let y'all know when I'm back to being able to be myself or whatever like that. But I just need a moment, y'all. So it really is. So they understand that, yo, it's not y'all, it's me. It's me. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me out like a cat. But I don't know what I feel like. Sometimes you just be needing a break from people and their energies or whatever like that, because sometimes when you're not yourself, when you're with them, or you got to do extra shit that you don't normally do in your day-to-day life, you gotta be like, hey, I gotta carve out time for that and space for that, because that's not what I'm used to doing. Or, I don't drink every day, sweetheart. I stopped drinking. Or I don't smoke at all. So, or whatever. So it's like when I get with you, I have to get me a little drink so we can I can get my mind into the thing so we can write or whatever like that. But it's like, and I'm just using that for example because that be getting my anxiety up too. Like having to go into the studio or something like that, like, and start writing and start even thinking of stuff to write and whatever, and writing my music. Like, I don't be in the writing music mode all day long, all the time. I'm a mommy. I'm a mommy. Yep, yep. She was a mommy. Yep. Yeah. She always cooking and cleaning and washing their clothes in. She don't have time for it. No rapping because she's a mommy. She was a mommy. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like you really do have to really get yourself in the mood for certain things. So, and I'm using that as an example because that's something that I have to get myself in the mood for, because I'm not doing on a daily basis. Ain't like I'm just coming up with, oh, that was hard. Let me write that down. Now, don't get me wrong. I might say some things that might be like, oh, that was a bar. Let me write that down, whatever. But it's gonna be pushed to the side because I'm still got to do what I got to do. You know, but in order for me to lock in and do what I have to do as far as in getting in the studio, whatever like that, yeah, I make time. I carve out the time. I let everybody know. I let the children know. You got to think because they're gonna have to give me time to do what I have to do and I have to make sure they okay too, so I could go do what I have to do. And then not only that, I had to have a couple dollars in my pocket so I can get a little drinky drink. You get what I'm saying? Cut my nerves off and get into the mode of thinking about what I really want to write about. And mind you, that's not something that I do every day. So a person, you collective, you can have a person around you that do something all the time. May not think it's nothing to them, but they're not even taking in consideration of what you have to do or what space you have to get into just to align with them at that moment, or just to function with them at that moment. And it's like I have to, and I'm only speaking about this because it's like this is a different thing than my normal life. So yes, I'm an artist, I'm a rapper. Okay, but when I need to get into the studio and everything like that, I gotta get a drink. I don't drink every day. I do not drink every day. So mind you, I be sitting up there contemplating like, dang, do I really want to drink? Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I don't be, and then you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you don't get overly, because you don't want that little feeling sick. Like, oh no, like I don't like that. I don't like that. That's why I really don't drink, because I don't like that feeling at all, or being too messed up. Oh no, drinking too much. Oh, I don't like that. Mm 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 mm. Not at all. I'd rather just have my little coffee or whatever, or just have my little snacks, you know, pop them back while watching a movie. I'd rather that. Okay, but anyway, oh, in God's hands, you got in God's hands. Hey Jamie, hey Jamie, blessings, blessings, everyone, blessings to you, Jamie. Um, so it says in God's hands, it says, my trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart and my choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. So, like I said, yeah, you have to sit up there. You know what's best for you. You know, like, you might not need to do something, or you might not want to do something that you're doing. Just get in that mode, get in that space. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. Before I had stopped smoking, like, I had to smoke, and when I was in the studio, I had to make sure I had some smoke to get me focused on what I'm doing at the moment. You get what I'm saying? Or get me in the mood to write, to be creative or whatever like that. And a lot of times it's like, I don't think um people care about what you have to do out the ordinary in order to be in that space that they may be constantly in all the time. Okay, they might not have as much responsibilities as you, or things going on in their life. So that's why they may be a little bit more free to explore or be tapped into the thing that y'all do together all the more than you, right? But that doesn't mean that you're supposed to just drop everything that you're doing for them. No, like, you have collective. You have to understand that this person that's around you, that's holding you at these high expectations, unrealistic expectations, and not taking your day-to-day life in consideration, or what you may be dealing with in consideration, that person don't care much about you. It's more of, they're using you in any way and sense that they can, and until they can get everything out of you that they need, um they're going to continue on bugging you or keep on dealing with you, only until they get what they need. Let's say they end up getting what they need from you, everything they need from you, right? You won't hear from them. I bet you won't hear from them as much, because of the simple fact that they don't need you no more. They don't need you anymore, collective. And you got to pay attention to that. Some people just don't need you anymore, and maybe that's why they give you less of a attention or whatever like that. But some people, you might have a person that's around you that seem like they need you all the time, or they want to be around you all the time. That's because that person still needs you. Because, like, if you got a person that's just a little needy, they might just be coming off you having a girl's heart, because you got goodness came out here twice. So you have a goodness within you that you can't even stop. So by you having a good, pure heart, pure soul, you're sitting up there, you're being an outlet, access to them, a resource. You're being a resource to this person, and without you even knowing it, like, this person could just bring up, because that's the thing, this person could just bring up stuff, and people know this, may know this about you, collective, that they could just mention stuff without even really asking you. They can mention things and wait for you to offer. They know that you're an offering type of person, like, especially if you have it. You have no problem in giving. You have no problem in saying, "Oh, what you missing? What you call?" You know what? I think I got one that I'm not using. They're betting on that. They're hoping on that. They're wishing on that. Okay? And they like, oh shoot, I come there right now. Like it's just like, bro, like, okay, nobody said I was ready for you. Come, nobody said they come right now. I get it to you and I can get it to you. But it's like they're so, I don't want to say greedy, but they become impatient, and just because you not working on their time, they want to do the people not dealing. I'm not dealing with nobody tonight, and it's just like it becomes draining for you, collective. So that person could just be draining to you in some type of way. But like I said, collective, you might need to, I'm not going to say just give them what they need from you or whatever like that, but I'm just saying you yourself, collective, might have to step back from them a little bit. And if they sitting up there trying to like guilt trip you or other people, because it might not always just be you. They could be doing the same thing with other people. You know what I mean? But if they seem like they're trying to guilt trip y'all and being like, oh well, that's everybody. I'm not dealing with everybody, just so people could like flock to them and um be like, yeah, be like, oh, what happened? You know what? No, I wasn't ignoring you. I wasn't like they're making you give them the attention sooner than you would have came to them because you don't want them to be upset. Forget them, collective. I'm sorry. You have to do what you have to do for you or whatever. If they separate themselves from you, then they just separate themselves from you. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. You might not like it, but I'm just saying it's you have to do what's true to yourself. If they take themselves away from you, allow them to take themselves away from you. It's okay. It might be what's best for you, collective. You also have accepted what acceptance. Accept the fact that you might have to leave them alone. Accept the fact that accept what they that accept what they give them, what they give you, collective. Accept what they give you. Like so if they trying to take themselves away from you, collective, accept that. Don't worry about that. Okay? Accept it. It says, I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. So like I said, you're literally, hey, it's not gonna do nothing but help you grow as a person or whatever, and realize like how to have some type of discernment between these people that are doing these things to you, and to pinpoint them out and realize their real motive when it comes to you, collective. It doesn't mean that you don't care about that person. It doesn't mean that you don't have love for a person. You can still love and care about that person all you want. You can. That doesn't mean that. And that's the thing. They shouldn't make you feel like that either. They shouldn't make you feel like just because you're not there and at their every beck and call that you don't love or care for them. That's not what you are there for. You're not supposed to be there like that just for them to freaking for you to love them. You know what you say? Yes, sister, I've learned that the hard way. See, that's what I'm saying. You that doesn't their measure of do you love me and do you not, and if you did love me you would do it like this, and if you didn't love me and just because you didn't do that means you really don't love me. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, like I said from Love Island, I felt like I was hooded. It's 7 seasons, my first time even watching it. But I've seen myself in the hood, and I said, well, my past self in hood, and I said, oh no, I am never doing that to somebody again. That must have been exhausting. I really put that person through some real traumatizing exhaustion type of I know that anxiety was on 10 when they was dealing with me. And that's not a good feeling to have a person in. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, your measure, I get it. Your love language is your love language, but you have to also take into consideration the other person's love language too as well. And when I say love language, it doesn't even have to be romantic. This person don't have to be romantic. It could be family, friends, or whatever. But however you show your love to someone, like me, I think my love, the way I show people love is, I think it might be gift giving, because it's like if I have it, you need it, you got it, like, because I love you that much. But if I really, I can't say that, because it's like I low key give to anybody. Like, I could not know you and still be like, well, I got this, and then, I just love. But that's my way of showing love. Like, I love that though. I love being able to be a resource for somebody, or so I don't know if I have a people pleasing type of spirit or whatever it may be. I don't know. Toxic, tragedy made me the way I am. But anyway, um, but you have to take into consideration of how someone else operate and how you operate. And if it's not the same, it doesn't mean that they don't love you. That's come on. It's unrealistic for you to think that they don't love you or they don't care about you or whatever like that, just because they're not doing things exactly the way you want them to do it. Cause like, if so, someone could be around you that's make you feel like that. Okay, it says shine a light. You got shine a light, collective. You got shine a light. It say my desire to improve myself, transform fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. Excuse me. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. So, who is giving me a like and keep taking it back and giving it back and taking it back? I see you. Give me my like and leave it. Leave it alone. It's like, no, but collective, collective, yeah. So your desires to try to improve yourself or whatever like that is basically acknowledging what the person is really doing to you and everything, and allowing them to take the steps that they need to take. And if that is separated from you, you might just let the universe help you out and let them separate themselves and let them isolate themselves and work on themselves. Because right now you are desiring to improve yourself, and you transforming your fears into strengths, and you raise yourself, raise your thoughts above doubt and stuff, and that's how you found your faith and you found the goodness within you. So by you doing that, you love and accept yourself as a soul, and you discover the light that dwells within you. They got to do the same. You can't give them your light. That's not going to allow them to you. That's not going to make them any better as a person if you give them exactly what they want, and everything like that, and not take yourself into consideration. So, collective, I know it's been an hour. All right, let me hurry up and get you out of here. And get you out of here. I know I've been talking a lot, but all right, let's see what signs resonate with this message. Okay, let's see what signs resonate with this message. I'm about to tell you who it is. Okay. I see Gemini out here. I see Cancer. I see Taurus. Hold up. Oh, I see Sagittarius out here twice. Gemini out here twice too. We got Pisces. We got Virgo. We got Scorpio, y'all. What's this? Aquarius. We got Aquarius, y'all. We got Gemini 3 times. Hold up. Oh, Taurus twice. Okay. All right. So look, collective. This is what we got. I had to make sure. So we have Gemini 3 times, Taurus twice, Cancer twice, Sagittarius twice, Pisces once, Virgo once, Scorpio once, and Aquarius once. So if this is your sign, collective, if you're a Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, this could be you. This could be about you, or you could be dealing with one of these sides, okay? That could be putting you through this, okay, collective? So I love you. I love you guys. And see you next time. And if you want to see me again, just hit that subscribe button. It's free. It don't do nothing to you. I'm just saying. But also, if you want to see me again and be here when I go live again, hit that little bell right there in that corner right there. I think it's right there. I hope I'm pointing to it. But that allows it gives you a notification when the next time I go live, so you can be right on here and be able to talk into the chat and everything like that, and we just converse like we do. I'm just saying. But like y'all, and I see y'all. I might come tomorrow. I see y'all again tomorrow. Bye.